Alright, so it is pool closing time, everybody. I'm just gonna give show you guys a little bit of how we clean and close the pool for the winter. So I got a couple more bottles of liquid shock, super shock there. Gonna need that. This is what our pool looks like before we close it. Not too bad. I came out here the other day and vacuumed it out. Gonna have to do some more vacuuming. See some leaves got to the bottom again. So this part right here, I actually have the vacuum inside the pool, and I'm just pushing the vacuum around. You know, you want to get all the little debris, most of the debris out of the pool. This way when you open it up the next season, it's not so much stuff on the bottom. It'll be a lot easier to clean up. So you do your preparation beforehand. You know? So it takes me a little while to do this, but in the end, it's actually all worth it. So what I usually do is start on one side of the pool. I just work my way around to the other side. Alright, so as you can see, I have the vacuum inside the pool right now. This is the hand vacuum. It's the one that you hook up to your system. Hook this up to your skimmer, and the pump that actually runs the pool is sucking the debris off the bottom, all your leaves and the other things you might have at the bottom of your pool. So while we're watching me vacuum the pool here, if you guys don't mind, why don't you hit that subscribe button right now. Definitely hit the like button. If you can, share it with your friends. It'll really help the channel out a lot. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so in this section right here, as you can see, I finished vacuuming the pool out. So now I'm just taking the vacuum out of the water. I'm going to take it apart, put it to the side. So we got the hose out of the water. So as I'm pulling it alongside there, the water starts coming out the hose a little more. Whatever was left in the hose. So I lifted up a little higher right there. You can see me lifting it up like that just to get all the excess water out the hose. So I usually put it to the back there. That's a little fence that I built around the back of my pool. I don't want my kids running back there, running into the pump and all that stuff and knocking stuff loose. This is what was in there on top of the water. For some reason we got a lot of nets this year.
called Winterizing powder. Put that in there. So I have 2 bags of that. We have this liquid Winterizing conditioner. Put that there also. Put a bottle of this shock in there. That'll go in there. We'll put all of that in there. We're gonna let that run for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Then we come out, put another bottle of this in there. We're gonna put the balloon in there. We're gonna cover it up. So this product right here, recommending that we put it inside the skimmer. Most of it in the skimmer. Some on top of the pool. Can't hurt, right? So this product right here is the liquid winterizing conditioner. So it's telling us to pour this inside the pool itself. So when we walk around the pool, just dump this, sprinkle this in. Bottle this in there. So that's it for now. Per the instructions, we gotta wait about an hour, or a little more than an hour. Then we come out and finish the job. Alright, so people I was asking, this is the kit that I use right here. Got this from our local pool store. It's a Winterizing Chemical Kit. It comes with a pound of winterizing powder. It's got a quart liquid winterizer. It actually came with 2 of these, so I don't know why it says 1, but 2 bags are in there. So this is what I use. And I do a little bit of chlorine. And always make sure your pH is up to par also. This way, you know, when you open your pool up, everything looks nice and clean, nice and clear. Alright, so see you guys in an hour. Alright, so this is the balloon that we just blew up. See, we got that sitting in the water. Just got to tie that down so it can be centered. Then we put the cover on. Alright, so we have the pool pump or the filter, I should say. We have that on waste right now. That's draining the water that you see that's coming out of there. So what I'm going to do to help to speed up this process, I'm going to take off a couple of these hoses so I can get as much water out of there as fast as I can to speed up this process. So, you can see, there's that disconnected. That water coming out of the pool. Right there. We have this one disconnected. See the water coming out right there. So, take about a half an hour to an hour. Not even an hour. It should be ready to go. Ready to finish up. Alright, so let's go inside, let this do what it do, and we'll come back out. Okay, so what you see me holding in my hand right now, this is a skimmer cover. This thing you put in during the winter to keep the water from getting into your skimmer. You know, once you put your cover on, got your balloon in there, put your cover on, the water's going to go down. It's going to push the water up. Right, so this way when the water gets pushed up, it gets pushed up around the skimmer. It doesn't go around this cover, and it doesn't go in your skimmer. You don't want no water to get in there. Water gets in there during the winter. We have harsh winters. Water gets in there, it possibly freeze up and crack. This is all plastic right here. Water get in there to freeze it up and crack it. So we don't want that to happen. So take everything out of there. So I can't set my camera anywhere, so I don't want it to fall in the water. So I'll put the cover on. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so now you can see we have our skimmer cover on there. That's how you put the skimmer cover on right there. And I was saying earlier, that's to stop water from going in your skimmer over the winter and cracking it. That's what happens if you don't have that cover on there, right? See how you got your balloon in there? And you put your pool cover on. When it rains or snows, everything pushes down, which pushes your water, forces your water up. So what's going to happen now is, with this cover on here, the water's going to come up like halfway, less than halfway, maybe more than halfway, but it's not going to go in your skimmer where it can then freeze and crack the plastic parts in your skimmer. That's the reason why you put the skimmer cover on there. Alright, so as soon as this finishes draining, we'll put our plug on the other side of this so the water gets in there and breaks that. Then it'll be time to put our cover on. This is our cover. This is a 24-inch cover, 24-foot cover. We have a 21-foot pool. So once the kids come out, I'll take this cover and the green side up, the black side down. The black side is always touching the water. The green side up. Let's go see how we're looking over here. So, still got some water coming out. I'm gonna give that a couple more minutes. A couple more minutes and I'm gonna cover that hole up. That's so we're gonna have a plug on the other side of that, so we're not gonna have no water get inside that tube. This opening right here. So we should be good. But let's give it a few more minutes. Trying to get this done before it gets dark. As you guys can see, it's starting to get dark out here. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, plug this up so we can get this cover on before it gets dark. Alright, so this is the plug I'm talking about. So we take this right here and just put it in this hole right here. Make sure you got it lined up right, you know, cross the threads. Alright, so that's nice and snug. Now we ain't got to worry about no water getting in there. Right, so it's time to put the cover on. Kids don't want to be on camera, so I'm gonna put the cover on. This is the before shot. There's the cover, and I will show you what it looks like when it's actually put on the pool. See you in a few. Okay, so here we go. This is the next day actually. So it got kind of late last night when we finished putting the cover on, so I wasn't able to video last night. But anyway, this is the cover that we put on the pool last night. All right, this is the this was the last step in closing the pool. So I hope what I showed you guys in the beginning of this video, hope it helped you guys out a little bit or a lot, you know. If it did or didn't, let me know in the comments. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video if you can, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.